Hey everybody, what's up? Happy belated New Year. It's middle of February 2025, and this is my first life update for this year. 2025 marks 5 years that I've been doing YouTube somewhat regularly. The channel existed a little bit before then, but I just had it to have it. I didn't use it as an outlet to make stuff. But yeah, I don't know. During the pandemic, I started doing videos and moved to Japan. Been here for almost 3.5 years now, which is crazy to think about. Also, last year's first life update video was in a school gymnasium, but this year I'm in the storage space in the music room, or the ongakushitsu, I think is what it's called. It's cold. It's February. As you can tell from the last video that was uploaded, there was a lot of snow that fell recently, and I was really happy to capture a snowy video for you guys with that backdrop. It's funny, actually, I went to this abandoned school in a town called Yagi, and I lugged all my gear there in the snow. It was snowing hard, snow was coming down. I drove my all-wheel drive car to the school, unloaded. I was the only one in the school. And it was freezing, and I worked on a video for like 5 hours with this new mic, which I really love, and my electric guitar and my amp, and I had to set up everything, 2 camera angles and a bunch of B-roll. My partner helped me film a bunch of B-roll, and then I came home to edit the video, and it was just not good. I thought it was a good idea, and it just didn't work out, and I was bummed out. But then the next day, with the snow still outside, I just thought, well, I'll try another thing. And I was actually in my apartment, so I had the heaters on in the room where I set up my amp, and then I sat on my balcony. And that's where I'm sitting during that video, and it just took like 1 hour to record. And I hadn't played that song Pony Boy, from our album Jade. I hadn't played that song in like 4 years or something like that, so I just kind of like practiced it for like 20 minutes, got it, and then went out there, did like 3 takes, and got it on the 3rd take. As much as I want to do more snow videos, it's just like freezing, and my hands freeze up, and it gets harder to play guitar if I can't get the song on the first few takes. But yeah, like recently I've been watching Wolf's Rain, that anime. I usually watch it every winter. And you guys know that I've uploaded a few songs from Wolf's Rain. Could You Bite the Hand and Heaven's Not Enough on this channel, and those are some of my most popular videos. And I know you guys, a lot of you are fans of that anime, and Steve Kanti singing and Yoko Kanno's music. And I thought, like another Wolf's Rain song with snowy scenery would be really good. So I might give it a shot, but I still need to think. There's still tons of songs I could do from that anime. I just got to think of like the right way to do it. But the video that's going to be coming out after this actually is a live performance I did earlier this month in a place downtown in Kyoto City called Pop Pizza, which is owned by this guy named Dan, who's an American. He's been running it for a few years, maybe almost a decade, I'm not sure. But it's like a legendary kind of punk rock, like DIY venue / bar / pizza place where you can get like really delicious American style pizza. In Japan, it's pretty hard to find that kind of like big New York, big triangle slices. I've been wanting to do a show there ever since I discovered Pop Pizza about 1.5 years ago. And I did it, and I filmed it, and it turned out really cool. I played 5 songs and met a bunch of interesting people who I'm excited to see more around there. But yeah, like as I mentioned in my last video, I want to do more stuff in and around the city. Although I'm still loving doing countryside videos. I do want to start going in the city and playing shows more in the city, because that's where, like the real scene is. And I've met some people recently that are kind of in that scene and have started introducing me to venues, musicians, and people that live and work down there, and that's been really exciting. But yeah, I still want to do tons of videos in the countryside and capture things I haven't captured before. But I must admit that, for the first 2 years of really doing it, which was, 2023 and 2024, when I really started focusing on making videos in the countryside, it seemed like I was coming up with a new idea every week or, every few weeks. But now, since I've kind of picked all of the obvious places, it's getting a little bit harder to find like a really beautiful secluded spot. And I'm going to have to start searching more and going kind of more off the beaten path to see if I can find like, those beautiful isolated, peaceful spots. The easy pickings have all been, I've done videos at all those places. So it's going to be a little bit more of an effort to find really beautiful locations, at least around my area. But yeah, of course, this year I'm going to be continuing the channel. I don't know if I'll upload as many videos as I did last year. I did 28 videos last year. I want to up the quality of what I'm doing. And that might mean like videos being uploaded less often, but the quality of them being like, better than they were last year. I really want to make good videos. That's why I'm getting more equipment and thinking of getting an actual DSLR camera sometime in the near future. I think I'll get one when I reach 1,000 subscribers. That's a milestone I hope to reach this year. I've been kind of seriously-ish pursuing doing this YouTube thing for a few years now, but I've always just done whatever I wanted. I never really tried to cater to anything. But it was funny, I was talking to my friend Mike, who came to visit me. He came to Tokyo doing some shows, and we sat down in a bar, and I was talking about doing YouTube. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, like I want to, as much as I want to please my audience, I just also want to do whatever I want because this isn't really a big thing. And he was like, well, do you want to grow your channel? Or you want to, reach 1,000 subscribers and more? And I was like, well, yeah, I do. And he's like, well, then, why don't you start playing the game a little bit more? And I got to thinking about it, and it's like, yeah, I think he's right. It's like, well, maybe I should start focusing more on, doing more anime cover songs and doing things that my subscribers actually want to see. But yeah, I mean, besides that, there's a lot of things going on with me right now in the Nature's Neighbor world, working on a few retrospective projects. Right now, Terrell and I are working on Volume 2 of our collection of EPs, the You, Me, and the People remake project. The first one came out in 2021, which was the 10-year anniversary of our debut album from my previous band, You, Me, and the People. And we're remaking that whole album in little batches of 2 or 3 song EPs. We're working on that, and we're hoping to release that by the end of the year. But I'm also working on a 10-year anniversary reissue of our 2016 album, Pidgey, which is one of my favorite albums ever that we made back in the Chicago days. I made that with Cheer Zhao and Terrell Mast and my buddy Brandon Studer, who I run Pigeon Infirmary Records with, and Seth Engel recorded it, the amazing Chicago musician and drummer and audio engineer. The 10-year anniversary is coming up in the summer of 2026. So I'm working with a guy that I met last year who came on tour with Wilco, and he was doing live sound for the opening band, Phenom. And he is remixing all of the tracks from Pidgey. And I just listened to his first pass of the mixes, his updated mixes, and oh my God, it was mind-blowing. I mean, it was as if I was hearing the album for the first time. I mean, his take on it has totally redefined the way that I look at that record. I mean, it really is a revelation. I'm extremely excited to reissue that on the 10-year anniversary, and I've got some plans to do some live, like full band performances of some of those songs, because it's a really special album in the Nature's Neighbor catalog. I think it's our first great album. I know a lot of you guys just come here to check out my anime covers and stuff like that, but, Nature's Neighbor, the band Nature's Neighbor, is really what means the most to me, and the albums we made are the things I'm most proud of. And it's my job to archive all that stuff. I'm kind of the band's archivist and the person that, keeps everything in order. And when a 10-year anniversary of a record that we made that means a lot to us comes up, I want to celebrate that. So anyway, yeah, I'm working on those 2 retrospective projects, the You, Me, and the People remake project, and then the 10-year anniversary Pidgey remix, remaster, reissue project. And there's a few other things in the works too that are going to be coming out in subsequent years. that I'm really excited about. But as far as like making new material, last year I only demoed out one new song for Nature's Neighbor. So I'm, like I said in last year's first life update video, I'm not really into making new songs right now. I'm more into like sharing the, decade-long discography that we created, and yeah, sharing that with the world and getting that out there more instead of just making new material all the time. So yeah, outside of music, my partner and I are getting very close to buying an Akia house in a neighboring town of where I live currently. I'm not going to say the name of the town now, but when that becomes official, I'll get more specific about what we're doing. But when I finish my career as an ALT, I've got a year and a half left of being an ALT at this school. And after that, I want to continue living in Japan, and I want to start my own business with my partner. It's kind of our dream. And so we're going to get this Akia house, and we've been negotiating with the owners, and we've got some local connections with the town hall and people that work at the town hall. They've been really helping us. We've met with the owners twice, and we negotiated a price. They agreed to sell it to us. We got it uploaded to Akia Bank, but they're just focusing on us. They're going to sell to only us. They're not considering selling to other people. They haven't even talked to other people, as far as I know. There's a few minor details that need to be sorted out before we can sit down and actually buy the house. But it's looking like before spring rolls around, or right as spring rolls around, we might be able to buy this house. It's a very good price. It's a nice looking place. It's big. It's in a really cute area, and really excited about that. That's a huge thing. That that's going to be like a defining moment for 2025. Again, I'll get more specific about that once we actually buy the house, and then I'll take you guys and show you. I plan to make a recording studio in that house because there's this one room that's like really big. It used to be like a room for like a bunch of sewing machines, and I'm gonna make that into a studio, and so that's gonna be a cool project too. And I'm really looking forward to getting going on that. As far as other creative endeavors outside of the YouTube channel or Nature's Neighbor, I've got one thing I really want to show you. Now, you might have seen this guitar in my last video. I played it in the Pony Boy video uploaded earlier this month. So this guitar, I bought it. It's a Silvertone reissue. Silvertones were guitars made in the mid '60s, but this is like a reissue. Notoriously, they're always like kind of black and shiny, but I really love natural wood, and so what I wanted to talk to you guys about with this is I met through some friends a luthier in the Nara countryside. He has a house there. He lives alone, and he has a workshop there, and he makes guitars from scratch. I mean, this guy is a real pro. He makes guitars by hand, by himself. Beautiful creations. And I've always wanted like some custom guitars. So I asked him. He created this pick guard from rosewood, and he's working on a set of 3 guitars. This is the first one, and there's 2 more that he's working on. And he's this really cool guy, and he speaks a little bit of English, and he has this just really cool workshop up in the countryside. And I'm trying to see, if maybe I can do a video where I introduce him to you guys and show you guys his world that he's got out in Nara. Because it's just super cool. He's like this like super talented luthier, and I'm excited to play these guitars that he's creating for me on the channel. And the next guitar he's working on is going to have way more custom designs that I did in Photoshop. And maybe when I go pick that up, I'll be able to film it and upload a video about that, because that would be a cool kind of like countryside Japan music themed video that kind of fits into the theme of my channel. And yeah, so if you guys would be interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments. Put this baby down. But anyway, yeah, I've rambled probably as much as I need to for this thing. I just really wanted to let you guys know where I was at and what I was focusing on for the YouTube channel, for Dangerous Neighbor. You know, we're starting a new year. I've got some goals. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. I want to start making more legit videos. Yeah, I've kind of gone over everything I wanted to say. And just thanks for sticking around and watching my videos still. I'm so grateful for all these returning viewers that leave comments and stuff. I always love engaging with you guys. And I know I'm like a weird kind of, you know, low tier, nothing YouTuber, but I really value my YouTube channel and my relationship with you guys. And, you know, I want to grow it, and I want to continue engaging with you guys and giving you guys content that you liked to watch. So that's it, I guess. I don't know. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? No, I suppose that's it. This has been Mike from Nature's Neighbor, signing off. See you guys next time.